Hi, I hope your day is going very well. It's me, Emthecreative1, and we're going to discuss and read a little bit about ADHD. Yes, I have it. I know a lot about it. So, let's start with the kiddos. You know they're going back to school. Difficulty at school is what I want to call this part. Teachers may express frustration with your child's distractibility. Keep in mind, it's not their fault they're this distracted. It's just what happens when you have ADHD. Come on. There's an inability to stay on one thought because there are thoughts constantly bombarding their mind. Did you know that? Says Dr. Rich Bissell. In short, they are distracted not just by what's going on around them, but the sound of a car outside, right? The smell of lunch or body lotion, exactly. But by their own thoughts bouncing around in their brain. It's a trip, especially when you have to try to manage all of this and you're just a kid. Mild ADHD may also come with attention problems, but sometimes kids are able to overcome them or mask them. I learned to mask them and overcome them. Ultimately, this means that these children may be overlooked. Yes, they have been. We have been. Many kids with ADHD are very smart. Yes, we are. I was a science major when I was in high school. I did poorly in a lot of the other subjects, especially if I wasn't interested. But I got an A in science, and I was gifted a $100 check in my high school, Germantown High. Nothing special. Regular public school. Was massively bullied. But I did excel in those subjects that I really enjoyed. So they can sit in class half paying attention and still get enough information to do well. That's where we get hated on. Because we can, if we are able to focus and we are enjoying the content or the lesson, we can get through that work and get done before everyone else. Now we're sitting there fidgeting while everyone else is still getting work done. And then we might distract them and things to that nature, you know? This may look like they're not interested in the subject because they're being very quiet and not participating. They can get by during elementary school with this half attention. But once they hit high school or college, they may no longer be able to keep up with schoolwork. That is so true. Next, challenges with relationships. Oh yeah, had lots of those, baby. Chattering too much and interrupting in school may get children in trouble with teachers. But ADHD can also make it difficult to read social cues or use a necessary filter. One that, say, prevents them from blurting out and interrupting with whatever's on their mind. And thus maintain friendships with peers as well as relationships with parents and siblings. This is so true. We need so much support. Also, you see the filter I used? There's a lot going on here. You see that? One picture has me sideways, I'm right side up. You know, that is ADHD. Can you imagine trying to focus on me with all this going on in this filter and not get distracted by it? OMG, come on. All right, inability to perform day-to-day tasks. Ooh, I'm starting to sweat. As a parent, there can also be a sense of frustration. Facts. There's an inability to execute thoughts and behaviors from beginning to end. Someone with ADHD looks as if they're lost in the sauce. Me, myself, been told I had a dumb look on my face often, which I learned was the neuron disappearing and not sending the message to the next neuron. So I'll be stuck in a mood. And that was the dumb look everyone gifted me with versus telling me what it actually was going on. See, childhood, they can give you titles that you take on and it's not you. Don't take that on. For example, you might tell your child to get their shoes and they go upstairs and don't come back down. Or they return, but with no shoes. Because they probably got distracted. They seen a toy on the floor and start playing with that. Forgot all about the shoes. Come on now. That can make everyday tasks, such as getting ready in the morning, seem impossible. Problems can pop up in leisure and play too. Even if they're watching TV or playing a game, a child with ADHD may just bounce from one thing to the next. This is very true. We have to do better with our babies. We really do, because a lot of the times they're struggling and wishing people could see that to give them that help. We get a lot of criticism. We get a lot of judgment, bullying. So we're trying to survive that all the time instead of really understanding what's going on with us and getting that help. Okay, so hyper focus is something I can do very well, and ADHDers, we can do it very well. So hyper focus, though they have a low tolerance for boredom, they may hyper focus on tasks that interest them to the detriment of essential activities such as sleep and social interaction. However, hyperfocus can be useful when channeled into the task at hand. Because when you hyperfocus, for me, everything else is tuned out. So whatever I'm focused on, that is literally my project, and I can't hear everything around me. Nothing's distracting me because I'm not just focused, I'm hyper-focused. It's almost like a superpower in my experience. Forgetfulness, oh boy. Yeah, this is factual, big time. People with ADHD may forget things such as important people's birthdays, taking out the trash, or handing in homework, even when it has been completed. And this is not because we want to sabotage ourselves and ruin our lives like most people want to accuse us of. This has to do with how our brains operate, or lack thereof. Sleep problems. Woo! Now we're really crossing it. Sleep problems, getting to sleep, staying asleep, and waking up on time can all be difficult. Oh my God. Older kids may also consume a lot of caffeine as a way to motivate themselves when their brain does not want to perform a task. So true. And we have to teach them not to get addicted to things like caffeine just to help themselves. It's different things that we can assist these children with. Watch some of my videos. I give great tips on it. Low self-esteem. This is a big one for ADHDers, ADDers, big time. They worry about things they might have forgotten to do or did poorly because of inattention or impulsivity. Because of this, they often have low self-esteem, and yes, I did. After years of not meeting their own and other people's expectations, despite a desire to meet them, we really want to meet those goals. A lot of us are people pleasers at best. So when we let the people down that we love the most, it's so tragic. When people with ADHD realize that these behaviors are connected with ADHD, they can experience a sense of relief. A diagnosis helps explain why they are the way that they are and why they feel different from others. So let's not judge ADHD so harshly. We're people too, darn it. We ain't picked this. This is the brain God gave us. I'll be back with more tips. Reach out. You never know who has ADHD around you. Bye.